I'm gonna get right into it. This is a men Tuesday. Something like I said, I never talk about things that I personally have not been through or learned from, or man, I see a lot of this. I see a lot of simping going on out here. When we trying to cover it up to be something else. I made a video a little while back, a year ago, about how men should stand on their own 2 feet, not laying up under a woman and letting some woman take care of them and this and that. That's goofy. A woman ain't gonna never respect us or respect you like that. Trust me. In general, and it's not for everybody, but for the, in general, men done lost they footing, right? We done been convinced that being a woman in a weird type of way is the thing to do. And let me explain kind of like what I'm saying. God put us here from the beginning to take care and watch over our family and guide our family, and that goes for our kids, whoever, right? But all the way up into the 70s, it seemed like we done lost that. And why I go up to the 70s, because let me break it down real quick from my history and my research, the era I was born in. But let me go back a little bit for all the youngsters that probably don't understand what I'm saying. See, the 70s, man, that was the time where, in the black community at least, for the most part, in the neighborhood, in the hood, we idolized pimps and players and gangsters. Not all of us, but that's what we seen in our neighborhoods as young men and women. And I think, around my age group, and I think that for the most part that carried on throughout time, for us to believe or think that that was the thing to be and do, but it ain't. Because before the 70s and 60s, if you look at the structure of the family in the black neighborhoods, it wasn't like that. Black people, black men, for the most part, was hard workers, and it was just a different vibe back then, right? It wasn't perfect, but it was different. It was more stable and family-like. But then we get up to the 70s, it seems like we get to want to be pimps and players, and the fathers leave the homes, and and I'm going back like this because I'm trying to get to some place, right, about how we are today. So we in the 70s, and a lot of war, people going to the war, coming home, single mother homes, mothers raising their kids by themselves. By this time, a lot of them mothers thinking they the men, or the fathers just absent out the home, or whatever problem they have. So they be, in their mind, they become men. So now let's speed up to right now. Then you go to the crack era, the 80s and all that. That didn't help. So here we are now. Now we got a generation that came from the results of this, right? For the most part, all men ain't like this. But now, since the 80s and 70s, man, I remember when I was a kid, some of the cats that I used to be around, man, used to love and brag to want to be taken care of by a woman, and man, what kind of car she got, if she riding this type of car, and and that's all, and it looked good, back in the days. Yeah, okay, that's cool, but it always, in my mind, that ain't got nothing to do with me as a man. That's her car. That's not, that's just my own personal opinion. We as men cannot guide anybody until we know who we are, right? All the anger and, that's another thing about men. Men think that anger and getting upset is the thing to be, and that's masculine. No, it ain't. That's the weakest thing ever. You know what I mean? You lost control of yourself, and men are always supposed to be in the position of control. So that's an X right out the gate. Long story short, y'all. Awareness. I went through a time in my life where I thought I was a man, and I wasn't. I was doing all the man things, right? Sounding like the man, using the men words. But what I come to realize, A real man is pretty simple. I'm gonna tell you what the real man is, y'all. Real man, I don't care what color or religion you are. This is where a real man starts right here. A real man loves God first, before everybody. He puts God above all, because he knows his direct connection to God is what's gonna help everybody, his family, and everybody around him. Number one. Number two, men don't get out of order and character and get angry and lose control like that. You know, that's not in our character. And I'm not saying that's a woman's trait, but you know, that's not our character. 3, men always take care of their family, kids, everything around them, no matter what's going on around them. And I don't do number 4. Men stand on what they believe, no matter what's going on around them. And they don't let nothing sway them from this way to that way. Like I said, you ain't gotta believe me. I'm not, I'm just saying the stuff that I've been through and the stuff that I witnessed in my life. And I'm 47 years old, right? That's where it starts at. It don't start out here. It don't start with telling a woman how to be and what to do and using your hand and using your force. And actually, a man should never have to raise his voice, to tell you the truth. If a man have to raise his voice, you lost control right there. That's some real talk right there. If you gotta raise your voice, then what that's telling you, ain't nobody listening to you. You should be able to talk like I'm talking right now, and everybody should hear you. And now I gotta go out here and start doing these jogs up these steps and stuff like this, man. But I just wanted to give a little awareness out, man. Look, share this, like this. This is something light. It's just something that hit my spirit this morning. Tell me how you feel about this, man. If you don't agree with this, man, or if you do agree with this, I like to hear comments and stuff. Say, hey, man, yeah, okay, I can dig that. Or, nah, man, you don't know what you're talking about. Just let me know how you feel about it, okay? We gotta talk that talk. James Sutton, Las Vegas, Nevada. I don't tell you where I'm at. Early in the morning. Peace.